Alright, today I'm going to go show you what I keep in my Tech XL Veto Pro Pack. Electrical contractor. I've had this spot bag for just over 2 years. I just lost my warranty, which the only thing I've ever had to have replaced is this shoulder strap. These little brackets right here, I had them bend and break out on me, and they replaced that for free just before my warranty wore out. Starting out on the outside, in this little compartment here, I just run mostly a couple just little spare items, things I don't really use day in, day out, but things that kind of get you out of a jam. Above that, a white marker, screws, a couple of small zip ties, stuff that when you're out and just need to tidy something up, kind of get you out of bind, I would run back to the truck. Tape measure on the side there. I use, got some tape, old little voltage stick, knife, marker there. On the outside, this is where I've got a little wire mic. Don't use it very often, but when I need to locate a wire size for different calculations, it helps so I know what I'm up against. There's a couple rivets in there, but I don't really use those for much. Just there's the part that broke on that old bag strap. Get rid of that. Alright, let's see, there's a compartment up here. I keep jumpers. Lots of different jumpers, different sizes when I'm doing valves or analog items, and I need to just source some 4 to 20 or something, or just make sure my connection's correct for different configurations. It's kind of nice to have jumpers. On one side, I keep all my, more or less, my hand tools, my pliers, whatnot. I run, as far as I'm concerned, you can't beat that little meter. This is the T5 1000, and lots of oil filled work. Lots of those SCR houses will run 600 volt. Just gives you that little extra measure of protection. This is my everyday. This is, I think, a 115. I think there's, as far as just an inexpensive meter, it'll give you capacitance, voltage. I never use the amp scale for really anything, but as far as troubleshooting metering, that's pretty handy. Big cable cutters. I've got a couple different sizes of wire strippers. These ideal are, in my opinion, the best strippers I've ever had. That's just for smaller control cable wire. A snap-on crescent. A couple of Nipix Cobras. 2 different sizes. Level, magnet. These Nipix. Adjustable wrench head, they're super handy. Some Klein linemans. Cable cutters, a little bit smaller than the other ones. Needle nose. These are channel lock square head pliers. A fuse puller. Side cuts, dikes. I've got some different size adapters for a drill. And then these are just little Klein cuts for zip ties and whatnot. Kind of give you an idea of what I run on that side. And that's pretty much it over there. This side's more or less my screwdrivers. I'm not a fan of Klein. I do have some Klein stuff in here that you just kind of have to have, but these Wera screwdrivers I'm a fan of. It's got that laser cut head. hold screws. I've had these for several years. I'm on my second set of these, but I love these. So Phillips flats. I do have a Klein flat, more of a beater, and then I've got some tweaker screwdrivers for terminal blocks, some for my smaller Phillips. I'm running these are just good for fiber optic. These are good for cutting really anything, labels, but they're great for fiber optic. Little stubby with the ratchet. You can't, just in doing industrial and SCADA, really anything where you got a bunch of terminal blocks, those are awesome. And then I've been running these Wera Allen wrench set. There's a metric and a standard set. I've got a couple knife sets in right here. I don't even reach for them hardly ever, but there's a flathead Klein folding driver. Got a little pop in here for zip ties. Again, tidy up panels. These are my Wera nut drivers. These will go quarter up to 7/6. Actually, they'll go to half. And then I've got pull them out. And then going through, there's these knife folding set Allens. Time and place, well, you'll use them, but I don't reach for them very often. There's a key for section risers and transformers. A couple of I think 11-in-1s. I don't know that I think the Milwaukee's is good, if not better than the Klein, but I do have both of those. And I've got Wera square head, or excuse me, these are we call them Lilas. They're square head number 1, number 2. These are Klein, and I'm just stuck with those. I do have the Klein 9/16 nut driver. Reach for it all the time. That's real nice for large drives. Big Phillips head screwdriver. That one's a Weehaw. I used to run the Weehaw. I like them. I like the look of them, but the Wera are a better screwdriver. And then there's the big pry bar Klein version. There's the desk stick, scratch all, and then there's a long shank terminal screwdriver. And then there's just another set I run. I don't think that even goes to 9/16. That's probably, it might be, anyways, 9/16 to quarter. Just another set right there. And that's pretty much what I run on my daily Veto. I can take all that in on a project when I'm troubleshooting or setting up a piece of equipment, and that's pretty much what I need. I don't need to run too much back and forth to my truck.